The clock tower strikes midnight. End of shift. It's time to punch out. Every time I climb or descend the old majestic staircase of the Cornwell Library, I think back to how this library was constructed initially. This building predates elevators and electricity. Every outlet and light fixture was retrofitted. But the real challenge came when computers, the online card catalog, databases, and the internet necessitated data lines, and 5 times as many outlets. Walls of stone and concrete don't lend themselves to running conduit too efficiently, so there are a great many exposed raceways. It cheapened such a classy building, but it was either that or leveling the 150-year-old library and building a new one from Cornwell endowments, which would never happen. Too many athletic supporters, yeah, I said it, and pompous blowhards controlled Cornwell's purse strings. This university prided itself on its surface value. Selective enrollment, only one step removed from the Ivies, enticing graduation rate, successful career placement, nationally renowned athletics. A new basketball arena was built just 3 years ago, 21st century curriculum and classic academic facades. But I am glad the self-promoting university board members saw fit to expand the football stadium in lieu of a new state-of-the-art information center, no doubt named after some former athlete gone pro. I prefer the feel and smell of an old library.
Lainey, can I speak to you briefly, please?
Ms. Kelso, the supervising librarian in charge of student workers, calls me before I exit. Now, she is a lesbian, no doubt about that. Self-proclaimed to not confuse anyone. She knows who she is, and I admire her for that. Sure, what's up? I ask, and she frowns. Is there a problem?
Well, yes, again, there have been complaints about...
I interrupt. Ms. Kelso, look. Those people on the 3rd floor aren't there for any serious purpose. It's simply an honest answer to when their parents call the next morning asking where they were and why they weren't answering their cells at 1 a.m. Mom, I was at the library and it's a no-phone zone. Which is accurate. Not even texting is allowed. But I continue. Bunch of miscreants. Let me guess, Tiffany, Bruno, Amber, and Topher were outraged when I looked at them the wrong way.
No, Lainey, actually, a young lady made a complaint that the female student worker on the 3rd floor made a sexual advance towards her.
Stupefied, horrified, and mortified, I couldn't muster any words.
I calmed her down, but she was shaken by whatever you did to her.
Ms. Kelso,
It's not a problem. She's not going to go to campus security.
Campus security? I was beyond any means of self-control.
Lainey, calm down. It's not a problem, okay? But you should leave those types of social activities outside of here.
Okay, so apparently at least 2 people think I'm a lesbian.
After all, you wouldn't want anything to damage your chances of renewing your fellowship next fall, right?
And she grabs my hand, not a gentle cupping of a grab either. It was more of a masculine slap-on type of grab.
And you know...
Dramatic pause.
You can always talk to me about your feelings or anything else about your social life.
Dizzy, furious, confused, outraged, misunderstood, and misidentified, I took the path of least resistance and didn't even try to defend any of it. Shakespeare has some good quotes, one of which is,
"Methinks the lady doth protest too much."
But the superior Chaucer equivalent is,
"Oh, the guilty think all talk is of themselves."
You could put that shit on a t-shirt and it would sell out before Willie's quote. In either reference, if I weren't careful, I could defend myself right into the guillotine, so I downshift. Right. Okay. Good night, Miss Kelso.
Night, Lainey.
And she gives me a buddy punch on the shoulder. I grab my bag from behind the circulation desk. But before I can leave the building, Ms. Kelso remembers.
Oh, Lainey, can you cover closing for me tomorrow night?
I hesitate because as much as I need the money, combined with the facts that I am the only student helper who can manage to close on her or his own. B, Ms. Kelso keeps track of such favors. And C, she has some influence on fellowships. I hated being alone in that classic, albeit creepy after midnight library. But reason supersedes irrational fears, and I nod in agreement.
Thanks, Lainey. Got a date tomorrow.
Home is a loft over a garage with very little heat in the winter and no air conditioning in the summer, but it has a bed nonetheless. And upon seeing it at 1 Kiker Werdam, it is the first bit of peace I have known all night. Then my cell vibrates, and I'm shocked that not only am I getting a call in the middle of the night, but that I'm getting a call at all. I have 4 people in my contacts, and 2 of them aren't even people. Ms. Kelso, she is listed strictly for professional reasons. Grandma Nina, who is dead, but I can't seem to delete her. Happy Joe's Pizzeria in St. Irene's Center, which is who is calling me right now. Oh shit, Marcus. I don't want to answer because it's never good news whenever St. Irene calls. But of course I do.